My name is Haley, and today I want to tell you the story of how I loved the wrong person, how he broke me in ways I didn't expect, and how someone completely unexpected walked into my life and showed me what real love feels like. I met Jason when I was 20. We worked at the same retail store in Arizona, and he was the loud, funny guy everyone liked. And somehow, he chose me. We fell fast, fell hard, felt like nothing could ever pull us apart. For almost 3 years, I believed he was my person, my future, my forever. But sometimes, love makes you blind, or maybe it just makes you stupidly hopeful. The red flags were there. The late-night work shifts, his phone always turned upside down, the sudden secretive behavior. When I asked questions, he'd roll his eyes and say, "Haley, stop being dramatic." And because I loved him, I convinced myself he was right. One Friday night, he told me he was going out with the boys. Something felt off. It was the kind of feeling your heart whispers before your mind catches up. And then my friend sent me a picture. Jason, at a bar, with a girl, his hand on her waist, the same way he used to hold me. I told myself it must be a mistake, a bad angle, something explainable. But when I walked into that bar and saw them kissing, my entire world cracked. He didn't even see me at first. When he finally did, his face went pale. I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. I just looked at him and said, "I hope she treats you better than I did." And I walked out. I didn't know heartbreak could hurt physically until those days after the breakup. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I cried until my head throbbed. I questioned everything. Was I not enough? Was I too much? Heartbreak doesn't hit once. It hits in waves, again and again, until you forget what peace feels like. A week later, something strange happened. My car broke down outside a small diner. I was tired, emotionally drained, sitting on the sidewalk crying because I just couldn't handle anything else. That's when I heard a voice say, "Do you need help?" His name was Caleb, a mechanic from the shop across the street. Soft voice, gentle eyes, completely different from Jason. He fixed my car, handed me a napkin, and didn't laugh when I wiped my tears. I tried to apologize for crying, but he simply said, "You're allowed to have bad days." And for the first time in weeks, my heart didn't feel shattered. It felt seen. I started seeing Caleb more often. Maybe fate planned it, or maybe he was just always around exactly when I needed him. He never flirted, never asked for my number, never made me uncomfortable. He just cared, gently, quietly, consistently. His questions were simple. Did you eat today? Are you sleeping any better? Want company for a walk? And somehow, those questions felt safer than all of Jason's "I love yous." Then came the moment that changed everything. Jason texted me, "I miss you." Just 3 words, but they cracked open wounds I thought were healing. I sat in my car crying, shaking, barely breathing, and somehow, Caleb appeared beside my window. He didn't ask what happened. He didn't judge me. He just said, "Do you want company?" I nodded. He sat with me for almost an hour. No touching, no talking, just being there. Before he left, he said, "You deserve better than someone who breaks you." And I realized, for the first time, I believed him. Caleb became the most steady part of my life, the calm after the storm, the part that didn't demand anything from me. One day, I finally asked, "Why are you being so kind to me?" He looked down, smiled slightly, and said, "Because kindness is the one thing I can give without expecting anything back." And in that moment, I felt something warm where it used to hurt. One night, while sitting outside the diner, Caleb finally said something I didn't know I needed to hear. Soft tone, "I know you're not ready. I know you're still healing. But if someday you want someone who won't leave when life gets hard, I'd like to be that person." My eyes filled with tears. I whispered, "I'm scared." And he replied, "Then we'll go slow." And for the first time, love didn't feel dangerous. It felt possible. Today, I'm still healing. Some days hurt, some nights are heavy, but I'm learning to breathe again. I'm learning to trust again. And Caleb, he's still here, still patient, still gentle, still proving that real love doesn't hurt. It heals. And that's the story of how I lost the wrong person and finally found the right one.